I'll tell you another story. In 2003, there was this guy that had just been married for a couple years that was working in corporate America, making $250,000 a year, running a bunch of Best Buy stores. And he felt like God was calling him to be a painter. Never took an art class in his life. Still to this day, he's never taken an art class in his life. He failed speech, and the best grade he'd ever got on a paper is a C-, and he felt like God was calling him to be a painter. So in 2003, he couldn't get away from it. So he quit his job, started working drywall, sold all his stuff, and painted a bunch of paintings in his basement in March 2003, and then sold them all. And then he had a problem because he had no art left, so he'd paint a bunch more art, and then he printed those paintings, and he went to a festival. He went to a festival in New York that had no booth space, but somehow found booth space for this artist that was from Minnesota. He paid an absorbent amount of money for the booth space, let me just say. I'm kidding. And he set up his stuff. And over the years, my life has grown into other things than a booth at Kingdom Bound. But I started there. See, Kingdom Bound isn't just a ministry, it's a ministry that launches ministries. Kingdom Bound isn't just a festival, it's a connecting place for destinies like this. This girl's a nurse. She loves Jesus. Her life's been changed with the gospel. What was the vehicle that we put the gospel in to get there? It's the arts. What I love about Jesus is this, and I want to just close with this last final thought when it specifically comes to giving, because I really haven't been talking about money, I've just been talking about love. What I've noticed about love, or what I've noticed about currency, or anything that we have, when we keep it, it's the most it'll ever be. When you keep what God has for you to give, it's the most it'll ever be. But when you give what you have, it's the least it'll ever be. He multiplies our investments like bread and fish, like time and talents, like love and money. And Kingdom Bound has had an investment in that. Through the years, I've been humbled and honored to grow into the calling that God has for me. I can't think of a better place for you to invest as well. So swing wide the gate. You can love more than you think you can. It's a power that is huge. It's more than a festival. It's a ministry that launches ministries and destinies. Jesus, I just pray for everyone that's in this room, that's in a place where they are being challenged to let the rubber sort of hit the road right where they're at. I'm praying for this dream team, these monthly partners, God, even now, that they would experience more on this earth. In Jesus' name, amen.